Hey, what's going on, guys? Crawford here, and in this video we're going to talk about what are the best products to sell online. So this is something that I made a lot of mistakes early on in my career. I was able to get to about $5,000 a month pretty easy, but in order to scale up, above $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, even $70,000 a month, I had to learn how to put together the right mix of products, so to speak. So if you're looking for, even how to get to, say, your first $1,000 a month, or your first $5,000 a month, or $10,000 a month, it's a little bit different for everybody, especially if you're looking to replace your income from your day job. What I can tell you is what I'm going to teach you here is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of frustration that I personally went through. So with that being said, if you're new to this channel, go below, click the subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos, because if you like this video, you're going to love everything else I put out in the future. So that being said, I want to talk about really what you need to have if you want to be able to not only make money online, but actually be able to scale a consistent and reliable income that you can rely on to quit your job. So there's a few things you need, and you don't just need one thing. It's not just a magical product, like one product. It's really a mix of products that you need. So the first thing you need is you need a free offer to collect the email. So one of the things I made a major mistake. I started out with affiliate marketing. I've done product creation. I do a little bit of both. And when I first started out, especially with affiliate marketing, what I did is I basically created a blog, wrote articles, and linked to the product. I also did like a YouTube channel, or actually I had several YouTube channels, but I created YouTube videos and then just linked to the product. Now you can make sales like this, but the problem is you're losing out on a lot of potential income in the future. Most people just don't buy. Like literally, if you're lucky, 1% of those people are going to buy. If you have a strong relationship with them and they watch all your videos per se, or they read your blog often, you can make more sales. But the problem is there's going to be a lot of people that come across you and they're interested, but they're just not ready to buy right now. And then if you don't capture the email, you can't continue to follow up with them in the future. That's where the real money's made. So what you want to do is you want to create some kind of free training course, a free ebook. Those are pretty simple to put together. A free cheat sheet that can be like a 1-page, 5 tips for whatever it is in your niche. And literally, this is easy to do. If you're right now saying, well, I don't know how to do any of this stuff, Zach, you literally can go do it by just opting into some of the competitors in your niche, look at what they're doing, and make your own version of it. It's really that simple. That's what I did. That's how I started. And honestly, to this day, that's what I still do. A lot of the biggest players in the game, they look at what their competitors are doing and think, how can I do it better? That's it. It's really simple. Now, the second thing you're going to need is lower priced products to qualify a customer, right? So one of the biggest mistakes I made in all the different niches that I played in over the course of my career is I thought that I was going to get rich by just selling $50 products and $100 products. And I mean, you can, depending on what niche you're in, but you're going to need to do a lot of volume. Like what happens is a lot of people are focused on selling these cheaper products. They have one product they're promoting. It's like something they think is amazing. That's great and all, but you're going to need a massive audience that I talked about, right? So the reason I didn't have predictable income, I could get to $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month. I'd work my way up to say 8, and then I'd drop back down to 2. It was all over the place. And not only was it stressful, it's hard to build a business when you're stressed out all the time. So what happens is, say you're selling a $50 product, right? And you sell 100 of them a month, you get to $5,000 a month, which is all great. But then if you want to make $5,000 a month too, you need to sell another 100 products. This may sound really easy, but it's a lot harder than it actually is. So you need a mix of products, right? So the second thing you also want to have, and I want to really go back just a little bit. With the smaller price products, they have their place. You absolutely want them in your actual, sales repertoire. Is basically the small price products are really just to qualify a customer. Once somebody opts into your email list to get that free gift, you can present them with that lower price product. And really all it's meant to do is to qualify a customer, to get somebody to hold up their hand, say, yes, I'm interested, and purchase something. And then from there, you want to have other products you sell them, because once somebody gets, in motion, they're actually buying something, they're usually going to end up buying a second thing and a third thing, and sometimes they'll do it all right away. We have what's called upsells. So you sell them a small product, and then you say, hey, would you also like this product? If you go look at Amazon, that's exactly what Amazon does. You buy one product and then they show you the other products. Would you also like this? Or a better example is McDonald's. Hey, you got that burger. Would you actually like some fries and a large Coke with that? That's an example of an upsell, right? You do it the same thing online, and this is how you increase your profits. You have upsells in place. You don't got to create any of this stuff. You literally can just promote other people's products, but you want to make sure that it has this stuff in there. Now, the third thing you want to make sure it has is reoccurring passive income products. And the reason being is this creates predictable income. If you remember what I said before, I would get to like 5,000 a month and I'd bounce all over the place. And the reason being is every single month I was having to grind to make new sales. Compared to if you get somebody into like a reoccurring product that pays you every single month, you have predictability, you have reliability, you're not going to be stressed out. So let's say even you don't sell too many of the lower price products, or what I'm going to talk about in a minute with the big ticket products in 1 month. It's not going to kill you, right? It sucks a little bit. You didn't increase your income, the second month if your goal is to raise it, but you have that reoccurring income come in, which gives you no anxiety. Like I can tell you that like when I was first building my business, I was constantly stressed out because it's like I was literally bootstrapping it. And if I didn't make, more sales, I was stressed out. How am I going to pay the rent? How am I going to pay the basic, bills and stuff that cost to operate a business? How am I going to keep growing my business if I have to keep grinding like this? And so when I started promoting reoccurring income products, every single month, like say I got up to like $2,000 reoccurring besides everything else I sell, right? I at least know my bills are covered. And then at that point, like the income's coming in, all I got to do is just focus on keep building the business and it will consistently grow over time. The reoccurring increases. I get more of the front end products and the big ticket products. Now, the game changer is big ticket products. And what I mean by big ticket is $1,000 plus. There's products even, up to $50,000, depending on if you know where to find products to sell, right? And some of you may be like, oh, there's no way in hell I would buy a product like that. But this is why you'll have a hard time scaling your business. Like if you look at things and you think things are expensive, you're going to have a hard time making a lot of money online, because even though your situation, for instance, like maybe you're broke right now, like I struggled with this too. Like for me, I didn't have the money to buy $2,000 products, $5,000 products, $10,000 products. So in my opinion, I was like, nobody's going to buy this stuff, but that was because I was broke. But I didn't realize there's the world out there. We're literally marketing online, right? So there's tons of people with money. Perfect example, like right now, I'm in the market of getting something like a Corvette Z06. That's in the $100,000 territory. Possibly even I'm looking at Lambos in the future. I haven't really decided which car I want more. I like the muscle cars, but I also like the supercars. And for you may be thinking, that's freaking crazy. Why would you pay $100,000 for a car or $200,000 for a car? But I'm in a financial situation I can afford it. So therefore, to me, it's not expensive. See the difference? Like just because of your own personal, situation you're in doesn't mean other people are in the same situation. So you want to have those higher tier products in your actual marketplace or your mix of products that you're promoting, because this allows you to scale up. When I switched from promoting cheap products of just like $50 to $100, because that was what I was really conditioned and learned in the early days, to promoting things that were $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, my income skyrocketed. I literally went from like about a max of $2,000, $3,000 1 month, and like my income was starting to go down. Like I actually was having a downward trend. I switched to selling expensive products and my income went up to $40,000 the very next month. And the reason being is it's just as easy to sell expensive things as it is to sell a cheap thing. And even though, like I just said, the reason I told you that example, most people get caught up on this. Well, I would never buy expensive things, so nobody else will. But I can tell you right now, it's so much easier if you wanted to make $50,000 a month to sell 50 people a $1,000 thing than it is to sell tons and tons of the cheap thing. Like you're going to literally constantly bang your head against the wall just trying to sell cheap stuff. So you want to have higher tier products in your actual bag of products if you want to scale your income. Now, depending on what niche you're in, this can be different. Like say something in the fitness niche. I have a coaching student. His name is John. Like right now, he's getting ready to crack $10,000 a month consistently. And so his higher tier thing is like more like one-to-one coaching. So you can find ways to put higher tier products depending on what niche you're in. Obviously, business niches are going to have way more expensive stuff, because if somebody invests, say, $20,000 on coaching, for example, right? That $20,000 can make them hundreds of thousands. So it's a good trade-off. They're teaching you literally what to do. You go out there and implement it. It can make you back 10 times your investment. That $20,000 is irrelevant to the price you paid because it's an investment. Now, something like losing weight, people are only going to be willing to pay to a certain price point. If you're in like a hobby niche, maybe the high ticket is like $250. The point being is you want to find more expensive stuff in order to grow. So this is an example of what's called the value ladder. And basically what happens is as the value goes up, meaning like more value you get, the price increases, right? Now, don't get caught up on what all the products are. This is just to show you an example, right? This shows you how like you can literally make more money by just having higher tier products offered. And so what's going to happen is most people are not going to buy the higher tier products. If you ever heard of the 80-20 rule, like basically 80% of your customers are not making up, the most of your income. Actually, I said it wrong. 20% of your customers are going to pay 80% of your income. So the 80% of people, right? Those people, even the 80% that are buying all the lower tier products, they are not gonna outdo the 20%. The 20% will spend more money. So even if, say, there's 5 of them, right? Like, let's say you're just getting started, those 5% of people, or those 5 people that are in the 20%, they're going to make you more income than the other people that are in the 80% buying all the cheap stuff. And so that's why you have a higher tier mix. And as I said, depending on what niche you're in, you want to look around based on what's high ticket there. But there's plenty of programs out there you can find stuff like this, especially in the business niches. So you start out with like a $7 product, or like say a $100 product to get people in, and that can be even as high as $497. Most people consider $497 mid-ticket, but honestly, even at that level, you can still get a lot of buyers. Then you start going up higher and higher based on what it is. Is it coaching? Is it direct coaching? Is it like an event? The bigger the value, the more the price is going to be. Then of course at the bottom you see software. So for me, my favorite stuff to promote is software. And the reason being is, like, say an info product. An info product, people are going to probably drop off after a while if they don't get value. They just don't feel like they're using it. Compared to software, like there's some of the pieces of software I use, like called ClickFunnels, which is like my whole business is built on it. I build my landing pages on there. My products I have for sale are on there. Literally everything is connected to ClickFunnels. So if I canceled it, like my income would just drop. So for me, whoever recommended me, they're getting reoccurring income. Like they've got it for like 2+ years every single month doing nothing. I have reoccurring products on things like, say, an email autoresponder, collecting the emails, that has been paying me month after month for several years. So that's what's great about promoting tools and things that people need. They actually have a real desire or real need to keep, is because the income just keeps coming in month after month. So depending on your niche, you want to look for something like that. Try to find something that, especially like tools or software if you can, because people stick with it like for a long time. Now what I want to do is I want to show you an example of like a good example of how this works. So here's a perfect example, right? This is the .com Secrets book. This is by Russell Brunson, the owner of ClickFunnels, if you're familiar with it. If not, that doesn't matter. So basically the book, right? You're giving away the book for free. And how it works is you give away the book and the person just pays shipping. It's like, I think $7 or $9 or $9.95, somewhere like that. You give away the book and then you make $1. That's not a whole lot of money, right? You're not going to make a whole lot of money selling books. But on the back end, it has upsells. It has additional things that they're selling, and you see the income adds up. It has upsells that I talked about before. Remember, do you want fries with that? Do you want a extra large Coke with that? That's how McDonald's makes their money. It's not from the burgers. It's not from like the lower end stuff. It's adding those additional upsells. Online business works exactly the same way. If you want to scale your income past $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month and higher, this is what you have to have, right? So if you look at it, you have like $1, $14.80, $14.80, $18.80, $118.80, and then if they buy the last product, you make another $790 or $798.80, which comes out to mean you would make $967 per sell. So think about how powerful that is. You can go out there and give away a free book, and you can make up to $967 by giving away a book. Like, books are like one of the most amazing things. Like, I literally have like 5 books sitting over here that I haven't even read yet. I constantly buy books all the time, and there's a lot of people in the world that do as well. So you can go out there and make way more money because of the fact that this is structured properly. Now, this is just an example. This isn't like just my only product I would promote, right? This is just one product I would promote, like one of the lower end products, like I said, in order to basically, get them to become a customer. And then from there, it has upsells in place, but then I'd have other higher tier products that I would also position later. Now, a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about comes down to what I call creating a sales funnel. If you're not familiar with that term, it's basically putting the modern day sales process in place, and you literally can do it by dragging and dropping things, and it guides your customers to where you want to go. So once you collect that email, maybe what I would do is I would sell them the book. I'd say want my free book to learn how to do this, and then they opt in, and then I literally send them to the book, and then after that, I could promote other products to them, bigger ticket products, which is going to increase my income. So maybe one person would opt in and go through all that stuff right away, and I'd make, basically $1,000, but then I can offer them other products in the future, which will increase my income. So if you're looking for what's the best product, to sell, you want a mix of all these. You want some low ticket products, you want some reoccurring income products, and you absolutely want big ticket. If I had to just choose one, I would skip the first two and focus 100% on big ticket, because you can make way more money selling more expensive products to less people. I would personally rather cater to, the 20% of higher tier buyers over the 80% that just want to buy everything that's like, cheap. Because at the end of the day, you're going to need a lot of those cheap buyers in order to scale your income. So if you want to scale up over $10,000 a month, this is what you want to do. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And then also, if you have questions on what I talked about, just comment below. I'll engage with you in the comments, answer any questions you may have. And with that being said, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Take care.